Oh wow, today is pretty special. It's like today is day 369. Yeah, day 369. Like there is nothing. Like that's like one of the greatest numbers. Yeah, one of the best numbers. 369.
Twitch chat test.
So that's impressive. Um so hopefully, yeah, since it's day 369, I hope I can finish this today. Actually, for the multiply layer, I wanna go even. I wanna go even deeper. I wanna go like even make it even darker, and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think I might go into gender war topics again. I hope I do not. I hope I do not end up touching on these topics, but I might, since like I accidentally watched some gender war shit again today, and now I'm mad at all the gender war stuff again. But tomorrow is. But I just noticed that like whenever I get anxious, I just start. Yeah, whenever I get anxious, I just start thinking about all these bad thoughts. I just start basically pissing myself off. Hey, hello, Aku. Welcome. First, yeah, you're the
First,
first. Hello. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we all do that. Yeah, but like I just piss
we all
myself
do that.
off. Like I just like start looking for content that piss me off. That create outrage, which is not good. Very not good. Also, I'm thinking that I should not be coloring all of these separately, but whatever. Whatevs. But yeah, like I made the mistake of watching some gender war shit, and I'm just mad. And um, well, I really want to eventually make my own videos, just like talking about stuff I want to talk about, because I feel like on my streams, like on streams, it's kind of difficult to articulate certain ideas, since I kind of have to like talk about these things on the go, so I don't have the time to like properly articulate these ideas. Um, but
Did
yeah,
my final
what?
test. 99%, 200
Ninety
questions,
nine
and did it in about
percent.
3 hours.
Oh wow, that's great. Well done. Like it's an online test. Like you already got your grade, even though you just did it. That must be an online test. Wow, I am impressed. Like that's super good. Did you look at did you look at like textbooks and shit? Like even using ChatGPT, I'm getting like um I think about 80 something percent. Yeah, the most I got is like 94%, but that's pretty rare. So yeah, not great. Yeah, tomorrow's exam I just know is gonna be brutal. Like it's gonna be hard as fuck, and I'm just dead. No notes or textbook, just a calculator. Wait, what
No
course
notes,
is
no
that?
textbook, just a
What
calculator.
course are you taking? What course are you doing like the exam on? Like, because calculators are kind of useless for me for our classes, because there is no calculation. Basically, there's no difficult calculation, since it's all proof. It's all kind of like prove that if a number is odd, then that number like power is gonna be odd as well. If that number is even, then the powers of that numbers are gonna be odd as well. And for my linear algebra class, it's also these kind of proofs. Actually, I just don't know. Like, I literally forgot about most of what I've learned in linear algebra. It's just so fucking hard. I hate it. But yeah, it's like, it's just proofs. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it proofs? But it just kind of goes to show how useless these classes are, because like, what the fuck? Why are we doing these proofs? And I just know that I'm never gonna use these calculations when I get into a job. Yeah, school feels really useless, and I'm tired of school. Hey, hello, sushi card.
Boat goes binted.
Hope you're doing. Boat goes binted. But yeah, like, I'm just hoping that tomorrow, because I am not really studying. Hey, hello, Kosetsu. Welcome.
Proofs and
Hope you're doing
theorems are
well.
dumb. I don't need to explain myself.
Aku.
If you are too dumb to follow my math, then don't force me to do more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, proofs and theorems are really stupid. Like, when they ask you to prove things, it's like, what the hell? What do you have to prove it? Because someone else has already proven it. And like, what's important is just the result. So, like, why?
Also, the Spear
Why
update
is
came to the
school
Switch.
making us do
Already got it at
like
Max and
these
Chance.
math proofs?
Imago get
Like,
the
there are
Elytra,
just
then
entire
fight the
classes
Ender
where
Dragon.
they just make you do proofs. I'm seriously tired. Seriously tired of these classes. Not great. Oh, the spear. The spear update came. I mean, that's just perfect. But I do not have anything for it. Like, I do not have anything in mind what I can use it for. I guess what I can use it for is like, just parkour. I've seen people using it for movement, because like with the lunge enchant, you can just like move really quickly while in the air. So that sounds pretty interesting. Also, like in ZZZ, there is a character I want to pull, but I lost the 50-50, so now I have to get like 80 pulls in 10
Also,
days.
bedrock structure generation is
But
trash.
the
The
problem is
stronghold
that
was combined with a mine
my
shaft and a
exams
spawn
finish on like Friday. So I'm gonna have to wait until my exams are finished until I can start farming polychromes. So I can get the new character called Dialine. Her name is interesting though. Dialine. Like actually dial, because like her
Okay,
gimmick is that
let's hope
she's
my
like a
flying
tech
machine doesn't
support
glitch and shoot me off.
worker. Like imagine you're in like a literal in like a literal sci-fi world and you're still doing tech support. Um a stronghold is combined with mineshaft and the spawn chamber. I mean these are good. I enjoy these kind of structures. Like I like when just random things happen. When like unexpected things happen like that. Like normal mine shafts are too boring. Oh yeah, also cave spiders. I fucking hate cave spiders. Like they just scare the shit out of me. Like when I encountered cave spiders for the first time, and it was yeah, it's nothing. Cave spiders are nothing like normal spiders. Because normal spiders are like pretty big, they're pretty chunky. So you just kill them. Um it's pretty easy to just like
It is
punch
not
them.
enjoyable to look
Punch
for the
them
portal.
away. Plus they are
They
not
literally
fast.
are intertwined,
And
it was
even
just
if they
annoying.
attack you, it's not a big deal, but cave spiders are no joke. Cave spiders, they bite you once and you are just poisoned for forever and you just die. Mm. Oh yeah, looking for the portals. Yeah, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Actually, like even in normal Minecrafts, I can't fucking find the portal. Like it's just too difficult to find one. All right, gonna draw the eyes. Actually, I could. Are you done with your exams? Like you said you were having all these exams
Fun
and
fact,
shit.
poison doesn't kill you and only takes you down to 1 heart. It might be a half a heart.
Oh, you're done. Wow. So school is done for you.
I am done with mine.
Okay. Well, I still have a lot. Still have lots to go.
Everyone
Gets out tomorrow. Wow. I'm jealous. And you're a teacher, so like it's not over for you because you have to grade the assignments. You have to grade the exams. Yeah, I could like poison doesn't kill you, but it basically kills you. With like how fast your health goes down, it basically kills you. Plus, like we have all these small spiders. You have all these tiny spiders coming at
Luckily,
you.
I am a teacher, and I'm
Like
not held
if
to the
this
same
was real
standard
life
as normal
and
teachers.
like I see all these spiders coming at me, like it's just like oh hell no, I'm not doing that.
So I
Like
don't have to work
Steve
next
is
week.
crazy for going to the mines while there are like spiders. Just spiders everywhere. Like what the hell? Oh, you don't have to work next week. Well, that's good. Actually, are you more like a TA? Like a teaching assistant? I
I
mean,
am more crazy,
warden is not even
fighting
as
wardens for
bad.
fun.
Like warden is just a big, is just like a big boy. But the cave spiders are so small that they can fit through one block. So that's how I died the first time when I encountered these fuckers. Because like I was just standing somewhere and I was crafting. Then like there just keeps being spiders coming in. Keeps being like these tiny cave spiders coming in. And I would just die very quickly, and I was just like, where the fuck do they come from? And turns out that place was near a mine shaft. So like I blocked all the passageways, but like the spiders just kept coming, and turns out that they can go through one by one blocks,
I am just a tutor
which
mixed with a
is just
teacher.
crazy.
I have classes, but they aren't worth an
Like
actual
that's the
grade.
most
I am just here to
deadly
help teach math.
creature. Yeah, just the most deadly creature like ever in Minecraft. You're a tutor mixed with a teacher. Oh, you have classes that are not worth grade. You mean like
Wardens can shoot you through blocks. Plus, their blasts kill you in 2 hits with the
you mean
best
like
armor.
tutorials? Is that what it is? Oh yeah, also I feel like the antibiotics that I'm taking for acne is not really helping. I need like oral Accutane. Yeah, I mean, like wardens are just basically undefeatable.
More like self study, but with a teacher who
That is
actually
true,
helps.
but they are not as scary.
Oh,
Hey,
well.
hello Nigiri. Oral, yeah, like you have Accutane creams. I mean, you have um retinoid. You basically have retinol. You have like retinol creams like these, and but you can actually also eat them. There are retinol tablets. Yeah, that you can just eat. And eating retinol is more effective. But you need to get prescribed oral retinol. So I could self-study with a teacher who helps. Oh, well, that makes sense. So it's like self-study. Yeah, our school has something similar, but the people there are kind of stupid. Like we have a math help desk, but not gonna lie, the people there are not great. They are kind of clueless most of the time. Like literally ChatGPT is more helpful than these people. I mean, I also can't blame them too much because they are mostly like graduate students who want a job. So like that's the best job they can get. And of course, since it's a job, they are not really doing what they should be doing. They're just like doing tomfoolery, and not. Yeah, they're just useless. They're so fucking useless. You have no idea. Like it's so bad.
Yippee more drawing.
Hello 85. Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's all right, I guess. But thank you. Um Yeah, I was thinking that there are a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. But I just kind of forget to talk about during streams. So I want to make videos where I can just talk about them and I will not forget about it. You know, wouldn't that be great? Oh yeah, also like the thigh highs has arrived and like I'm just wearing them and it's more comfortable than I expected. Like wearing thigh high socks. So it's not bad. But yeah, like long socks in general are just not as bad as I imagined. Because I also tried wearing like over the calf socks and these are not bad. These are not bad either. And there was a game I saw a YouTuber play, which is called Don't Scream. And in that game, if you scream, you lose. And I'm thinking about how it should be extremely easy for me to win because I never make a sound. Like I basically never express how I feel. Yeah, I just never express when I'm scared. I would never scream. So like even if I get jump scared and shit, I would not lose. So that game is like too easy for me. But yeah, today I made the mistake of watching some more gender war shit, and it
You
just
don't get jump scared.
really destroyed my moral and my faith in humanity. And I don't want to. Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake. I don't want to make that mistake again. Onigiri, I do get jump scared, but I don't get like I don't scream. I just don't make a sound because my default mode is to freeze. You got like fight, flight, or freeze. Yeah, I am the type who just freeze. So I don't even make a sound, even though I'm like scared
I
as
heard
fuck.
oral. Oral what? I was in the other room.
Oral, you mean like oral antibiotics? I meant oral retinoid for acne because right now I'm taking like typical topical retinoid, which is good, but It's not that effective. The most effective way is to like eat retinoid. Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
oral.
you're a gooner. Like you say that you don't goon, but you seem like a high level. You seem like a high level gooner.
Face green smiling.
But yeah, it's like mm, Five Nights at Freddy, for example. That game is probably gonna be very like
Gooner
anxiety
recognizes
inducing.
Gooner.
Like it's gonna be very scary, but I'm not gonna scream. Oh yeah, another super scary game is called
I never
Elevated
said I was a
Fear.
Gooner. Just compared to
I
I am a
highly
normal human.
recommend Elevated Fear. That game is so good.
Wasn't an
Such a good
asterisk.
horror game. Um Lol Gunner recognize Gunner. What do you mean, Aku? I bet you're doing some freaky stuff. Also, contrary to what I might be saying, I am not thinking about Goonie all the time. Like yeah, I do buy sex toys, but that's because it's just like objectively better. That's just like objectively the best way to experience that. But um actually a topic I wanted to talk about is going to wars. Because information used to be very very censored. You know, like it used to be that newspapers and the TV are the only source of news. So what this means is that whatever the government says, you're gonna believe that. So back then people were pretty stupid. Like there are all these white people just lying about their age to like go to the army. Like
I don't need toys.
they're
I got something
like
else.
what they are just literally lying about their age so that they can enlist into the military and fight and just like die for their country. Um but if you think about it, it's kind of ridiculous because you got all these old people. You got all these like lizard men who are like 80 and like their skin is just all wrinkly and who are just telling people to die at the battlefield. Um and they themselves they do not participate in the war. Like that's the most uh, outrageous part about wars is that those who start a war, like the politicians and the billionaire and the barons who start the war, are not gonna fight in the war. Like they're just not gonna fight, even though they started it. And it's like innocent people who just were not involved who have to fight in it, which is bullshit, right? So like that's why when I hear people talk about how people used to go to war and talk about how, like when people talk about how they go to the, how to a they went to a war, for example, like these veterans who think they are better than everyone else because they fought in wars. I think that's kind of stupid because they were literally just manipulated by like politicians into doing that shit. There's no glory in that. Well, I don't know if white people still are still patriotic. Maybe some people are, like the dumb ones. Still, like the like all the Trump supporting so-called patriots will still just die for their countries, but I would think that the majority of Gen Zs nowadays know about how corrupt the government is and would never just fight for their countries.
Oh, say, can you see?
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Uh, oh yeah, there's also like the trench war. The trench war. Hey,
Hello.
hello, Coolio. How are you doing? Because like the media is basically controlled by the government. So it used to be that war was being romanticized,
No, don't sing that song.
right?
That was for a time when America was
Because
good.
people don't know about the truth. People don't know about how bad war is. So like people who were staying at home, they just hear that and they think, "Oh damn, war is so epic. I need to fight. I
Face
want
screen
to
smiling.
just enlist into the army and like fight." But then they get into the battlefield and turns out that it's basically hell. Yeah, like everything is just bad. Like they're in these trenches and they just basically die of hypothermia, or like they step on some mines and they just basically die. So like the reality of war is completely different from how the government portrayed it. Which is obviously not the case anymore. Like nowadays, everyone knows how bad war is. Um, Even like the Call of Duty kids, I'm sure they know what war is really like, and they wouldn't fucking step into the battlefield. And also like games like Call of Duty, I am like I am like 99% sure that they are getting founded by like the US Army or something to get more people into the army. Just like how Top Gun, like the movie Top Gun, they used to have just like the military waiting outside of the movie theater to just like
After a war, you either die, are crippled,
um
have PTSD and become mentally crippled, or
to
become a
just like
serial killer.
get people to join the army. And that would not happen nowadays because Gen Zers don't even go to the movie theater anymore. It's too expensive. So they're just streaming at home. But yeah, like I feel like there is just as much government propaganda as before, or maybe more, but nowadays people have access to too much information. Yeah, exactly, Aku. Like you're gonna get PTSD. Like you are guaranteed to get PTSD. And physically, of course, like if you're in the battlefield, you're gonna get like physically injured as well. So you're gonna be physically and mentally crippled. And what happens when you get home? Well, once you get home, you find out that your wife has cheated on you. Uh, and when you ask the government for support, the government just gives you nothing because the government is too busy giving money to big banks and yeah, these big companies. So yeah, like who the hell wants to go to war because the government is literally controlled by these big these giant companies because it's late stage capitalism. So of course that's the case. I mean, even back then though, um, capitalists were pretty brutal because you had people selling like um, defective guns. You had like you had these companies selling defective guns to the army, and when the soldiers got it, they just couldn't use it. For example, so like there were always people
Fun fact,
profiting
the
off
US
war,
has the most
or like
debt of all
sugar.
countries, but is one of the richest countries.
You know, they're like back then, all the big sugar companies were introducing sugar to the soldiers' diets just to sell more sugar. Hello, Row Bonus. Hope you're doing well. Um, I mean, most war nowadays
I've respond.
is like started by the U.S. Like
BRB
it's
gotta go
some
reheat my dinner.
most wars are just kind of unnecessary nowadays because there is no like invasion. It's just started by the US to steal oil or to like put a dictator in a country. So it's kind of the US fault. Hello Hollow, how are you doing? Yeah. All right, see you later. Yeah, Aku, like that's also the weird part. Like the US is like the richest country on earth. But it has one of the highest amount of inequality. So you would think that it being so rich, everyone would be living a pretty good life. But no, that's not the case. There are like veterans. There are
Did
like
I walk into
veterans
someone saying I'm
living on the
fit?
streets and all of that. Um, I mean, I don't think
I
anyone
mean, I
calls you
agree most
cringe,
are
Hollow.
stupid, but some stuff you can't fight with
You did
words.
not.
Example Sudan. What happens there ATM?
Yeah, Sudan. I've not been keeping up with the Sudan thing. Oh, speaking of ISIS, so
Fun
like the
fact, people want me
CIA
to leave,
essentially
yet range is safe
created
67.
ISIS, but like not the way people say it, because what happened is that like in Egypt, the CIA basically tortured a bunch of civilians.
I will be out faster than a cockroach in the
Right.
dark.
They just like tortured these civilians in like brutal conditions. And afterward, these civilians were just traumatized
Chili and
and
cornbread is my
had
dinner.
like massive trauma. And that's essentially what created the ISIS, because you had all these traumatized civilians who were like tortured by the CIA. And yeah, traumatized people are gonna do like extreme things. So that basically is, they basically just joined the ISIS. So like all of this is kind of the US fault. Um but yeah, like I think like people are just not trusting in the government anymore. Lol onigiri. Yeah, USA. I don't know if I can find it. If I can find the video about it.
Person turquoise crowd surf. At the outer islands,
Oh, I could
time to get the
got
elytra.
elytra. Nice. That's good. Oh yeah, this one. So like these are like the sketches. So like the US military just basically detained a bunch of civilians.
Outer islands.
And like this is the sketch. This is the sketch drawn by one of the victim, describing what happened to him. Like these are just pretty traumatizing stuff. Like they were getting like blood drawn out of his like nose, like that. Like they were getting like buried alive, then
I am
like
in the end hollow.
put
Skip the ender dragon.
into water. Then you have like drills. Someone putting a drill right beside your head. Yeah, basically just like a very bad torture method, which created all of these traumatized people. And these traumatized people basically joined the ISIS.
Also why?
Like he's what like the original ISIS members.
Don't you have full enchanted netherite?
Yeah, basically how it got started, which is just like
won't get another
insane.
official realm.
Like that's pretty crazy.
Multiple sets. Asterisk.
There will be
asterisk.
no other realms, but like there's also no problem about that.
And diamonds.
Like realms are not that important.
And enchanted golden apples.
I mean, like dimensions.
And totems. New splash screen.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
that.
maces.
Like before, I wanted to try the Aether mod, but I never tried it. Onigiri fluffy cozy socks. Yeah, I do. Like my thigh high socks has arrived, and I just put
Aki,
them
you are
on,
now not allowed to play hardcore.
and yeah, I wore them today, and it's more comfortable than I thought. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh yeah, and also my nose is blocked. Like that's frustrating. For my nose to just always be blocked.
Aku, do you have Nintendo
How
Swatch
does that
Online?
happen? I wish this didn't happen. But I am just pretty sure that once my exams are done, all these problems are gonna be fixed. I think it's caused by the stress.
Switch asterisk. No Nintendo Switch Online. I ain't paying for internet twice.
But yeah, I also didn't know that the like in the US there is like right now the ICE that is basically kidnapping people, like just like
I
arresting
don't play
random
hardcore,
people,
except for the
and
one time I beat it in hardcore.
like it's illegal. Like the government literally considers them illegal, like their actions illegal, but they just keep doing it. Like they just like arrest anyone they suspect of being like an illegal immigrant, and like their entire operation is illegal, which is just crazy. um and what's worse is when you have these people pretending to be ICE.
You are only
So
allowed to play hardcore.
there are now these new types of criminals just like driving around in a van pretending to be ICE with like a socks over their head, with like a mask over their head, just like kidnapping women and raping them. And they don't try to resist because they think it's the ICE. So, uh, it just seems like it's kind of like a lawless a lawless place.
Good night, Rain.
Oh fuck, Hollow. Well, good night. Bye bye. But yeah, it's just like it seems like an entirely lawless place.
But I am eating and do not feel like I should be here.
Oh damn, Hollow. Uh, okay, I will stop talking about this. But if you wanna leave, then that's fine. Uh, but yeah, it's like it almost doesn't feel real with all the footages I saw today. Like it seems like it's just some civil war going on or something. Just pretty weird. Um, yeah, like hardcore is so bad. I don't like it. Like you can just fall from a high place, or a creeper comes comes at you from the back, and suddenly you're just dead, and there is nothing you can do about it. Something I look forward to is playing
The Switch's
Mega
render
Bonk.
distance is permanently at 12. I
Like,
hate
that
that.
seems like a very good game. I want to play that once my exams finish. The render distance is at 12. I mean, probably because of hardware limitations. I don't know. I mean, it's probably not. I mean, it's like a console, so it's probably not very powerful. A handheld console at that. Probably not great. Also, I have no idea how to do the code, so I would just keep it simple. Keep it really simple. Okay, hold on. So this part is kind of separate from the rest. Oh yeah, also I just didn't really do anything special today except studying for the test for tomorrow's final. And I feel like I've reached a point where I don't really have
Why does my Switch say it is
anything.
12/10/2025?
I just feel like I am not really learning anything by just like looking
Yay,
at it.
I'm late as fudge.
I'm looking at the notes, but I'm not really learning anything. Hey, hello Gaia, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Your Switch say it's hold on. December 10th. That date format just confuses me. Like when Americans put month first, then the day and the year. Like that confuses me when I read a date. When I read a date on a food packaging, because I just don't
At
know.
Gaia Porter Tusk Tusk Tusk. Come up the front
I
of
mean,
the
it's
class
good if
and
they say
explain
like
why you are late.
January. Like it says Jan on the packaging, but if the best before date is like 10/01, it kind of just leaves me thinking if it's like January 10th or like October 1st. Like, because you never know what's the right format for the date. Like, that's just confusing. Like, why can't we even have a standard for that? Because I feel like it's kind of a big health hazard.
Year/month/date
But lol,
estimate.
onigiri. Yeah, you should come up to the class. What? Your cat is screaming at night. Oh fuck. That's annoying. 45 stream
sometimes we will
watch
take out the day
streak.
or the
Oh
year.
wow. That's great. Thank you for watching. Actually, one time there was like a cat outside. Like on the balcony, there was a cat who just kept mewing. And that cat woke me up. Like it just kept mewing. So like I just woke up. Like I think it was mewing because it was asking me for help. Because it was like stuck on the balcony. I have no idea how it got on though, because there's like nothing. Like there's just nothing beside my balcony. So like I don't know how it got onto the balcony. So I think it's like calling for help. But after a while it's kind of just gone. Like I don't know how he got down either, but yeah, that's weird. Why are cats doing that? Um Aku, sometimes you take out the day or the year. Yeah, that's probably the best. I mean, you if you have a best before and that date, lol,
Cat
nigiri.
stop mewing. Cat
Yeah,
noi.
mewing. But yeah, if it's like a best before, there is really no reason to put a day. You should only put like the month. Like if the best before is like in 2 years, but if it's in like 20 days, then that's confusing. Yeah, onigiri, year, month, and day is the best format. Like there is no other format. Like that's just the best. Oh yeah, there is this channel called Clavicular. Like this guy is 19, but like this guy is 19, but he looks older than me. Like he looks like he's like 30 or something. Like he basically started taking like the guy on the right, the shirtless guy. This guy he started taking testosterone when he was 14. He just looks like 27 or something.
19
Lol,
years old
Gaia,
in
yeah.
JoJo.
Like he looks so old, but he's just 19. Like what the fuck? How is that possible? Like that's what happens when you just like take testosterone every day. Getting testosterone injections when you were like 14. But like that was a long time ago though. Because Lux Maxim only really became popular in the last few years. Actually about 5 years ago with COVID. So that makes sense. But yeah, it's crazy when young people get into Lux Maxim. And if you've seen any of these like uh celebrities, no, not celebrities, like TikTok female beauty influencers, like their face is like full of Botox and fillers, and they just look like 30, even though they're like, yeah, they're like, there are even some like 20 years old girls who look like they're 40 because of the Botox and shit. Um, and actually, that's um, that's like a very common trend among Gen Z. It's that Gen Z is becoming more and more radicalized, like becoming more and more extremist, and not really extremist in the sense of like they're becoming more like Nazi, they're becoming like racist. Although it's kind of in that sense. Um, so people become radicalized um, under like three conditions. The first one is like the economy. The economy is not going well. And the second one is like the institutions are not supportive. And the third one is that they have no sense of identity. And that's what's happening today. Like today the economy is basically dead. The economy is very bad. And everyone knows about it, even though the news keeps saying that the economy is actually doing great. Like, we just know how bad it is. And two, the institutions are failing. It's like in the US, for example, you have Trump, who is basically corrupted to the core. Like it's not even like a political issue. It's just very corrupted. And because of the social media, we know about how corrupted they are. So like the government is not trustworthy. So like people feel like they are not being supported, Gen Z. And the third one is that they have no sense of identity. Because, traditionally, people get their jobs, they get a career. So like their career is kind of their identity. Like they can say that they're like an accountant or whatever, like an underwater ceramic technician, basically a dishwasher kind of thing. But yeah, nowadays like people just have no sense of belonging to like a community. There's like a loneliness epidemic, which leads to people becoming more and more radicalized. Like that was basically the condition back in like Germany in like after World War One. Like Germany was just very very poor. The economy was just like in the toilet. And the government at the time was pretty incompetent. And like so all the young people just don't have a job. And so that created the condition for like Hitler to radicalize all the young people into becoming like Nazis. Well, nowadays people are not really becoming Nazis, although maybe some people are. Most people are just becoming like Lux Maxers or black pillars, red pillars. You have feminists. You have femcells, incels, self-improvement grinders. Yeah, I guess that's about all the groups. That's about most of the groups I've seen online. Yeah, also I don't know if there are a lot of young people who are conservative. I think not. Conservatives are just boomers. So like there are no young conservatives. But yeah, like all this obsession with self-improvement and looks maxing and grinding, and that is basically the how Gen Zs are getting radicalized. Question mark. Because like if you look at one of these looks maxers and they tell you about your Canto tilt. Young conservatives.
No young conservatives.
Oh yeah, there are young conservatives. I forgot. Yeah. Actually, I saw that men are getting, like Gen Z men are getting more conservative while the women are getting more liberal. Yeah, you're right. There are more conservatives. I was thinking about like MAGA, because like my image of MAGA is kind of like these 40 years old white dude who are driving their trucks. Um, but yeah, there are a lot of young people who are also into that, and also like Hispanics. Like I saw like Hispanics voting for Trump, which is weird because like Trump is all about deporting um Hispanics, like deporting people into Mexico and shit. Like they're just not really on the same team. Um, but yeah, being radicalized, like there are just people in these like super niche communities, like the Lux Maxing ones, and this also solves one of the problems, because like this creates a sense of belonging. Um, for example, if you're in the Lux Maxing community, now you are like a Lux Maxer. So like this creates some sort of meaning for you. And it also explains, it also like gives an answer to why you are struggling. Because like when the world is going to shit, it's very scary because like you don't know what you should do, and like everything is going down. And for example, Lux Maxing kind of gives you the solution. Lux Maxing is telling you that the reason why you are struggling right now is because you don't look good. If you look good, then all of your problems are gonna be solved. So this creates a sense of purpose and also order, because now you know exactly what you need to do in order to improve your life, and also explains why everything is so bad right now. Well, everything is kind of bad right now because of the late stage capitalism, but like there is nothing you can do about it. So it makes you feel kind of hopeless. But if you join one of these online communities, then suddenly you know exactly what's wrong with you. Um, well, that was also kind of the case in like Nazi Germany. They were like, it's the Jews and the minorities problem. Like the minorities are the problem. Once we eliminate all the minorities, our society's problems are gonna be
An end
solved.
city.
Oh, nice, Aku. And city. Make sure to collect the dragon head. Actually, I don't like how there's no craft for a dragon head. In the Hoplite server, there's like a dragon katana craft, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Nowadays, with like, it's also kind of like that with all these conservatives. yelling about deporting immigrants right now. It's like the immigrants are the problem. Once we get all the immigrants and illegals out, our problems are gonna be solved. Or like with these feminists and femcells who are like men are the problem, or incels who are like women are the problem. So yeah, that's kind of why you see more and more just unhinged people online. And sadly, I am kind of one of them. Although I try to not, I try to avoid these, but whenever I click on one of these videos, I also get radicalized. So that's not good. And I think really the best solution is to stop going on these, is to stop looking at this content. Like just click not interested every time you see these kind of this divisive content. Oh yeah, and also self-improvement. Because self-improvement is a huge industry. I think it was valued at 20 billion, and it's gonna double in the next 10 years. So it's a huge industry. And it basically started with the book How to Make Friends and Win People by, or that's the name, by like Carnegie. And like the self-improvement industry has just absolutely boomed because like the situation is just getting worse by the day. So like more and more people
The
are
end
just
city
like
is only one tower and no
looking
ship.
for answers. So that's why you get all these radicalized people who are just like self-improving, who are just grinding as if their life depends
Time
on
to
it.
find another one.
Because like they just think that the reason why they are miserable, the reason why everything is so bad right now is because they're not grinding enough. And once they have grinded enough, they are gonna be saved. Oh damn, I could no ship. Yeah, find a ship. But at least you have the elytra. That's good. Oh yeah. Also like all these weird podcasts. Well, thankfully I never had the misfortune of stumbling upon
You need a ship
these
for an
weird
elytra.
podcasts where it's just people seeing the most outrageous
And
stuff.
dragon head.
But oh, you need a ship for an elytra and dragon head. Damn. Oh yeah, can you even breed? Like it would be great if you can breed um shulkers. That way you will have like
Ooh, the
infinite
coloring is
shulker
nice.
boxes. Yeah, thank you, Wee. Thank you a lot. Um yeah, I've been coloring for it some time. Yeah, I think my coloring is getting better since I started coloring every single one of my drawings. Because yeah, coloring is my weak point. All right. Time for some stuff.
Yep, thumbs up is Bruno.
Um, yeah, I will just try to finish this, and then I will be done for today. Yeah, I still need to make the crib sheet, like the cheat sheet for tomorrow's exam. That one is gonna take a long time. Well, it's like 4 page at most, so I don't know how much time it's gonna take. But hopefully I can get that done soon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rely on the crib sheet tomorrow because I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not passing the exam otherwise. No, it's just not gonna happen. Okay, let's add some multiply. Multiply stuff. But you also see like radicalized people. When you see all these alpha male influencers eating raw meat. Like it started with Liver King, who is eating like raw liver. Basically, that's why he's called the Liver King. But and like animal testicles, which is just weird. But nowadays you have all these other alpha male influencers who are doing stuff that are way more unhinged. Like you got people who are eating brains. Yeah, like actual brains. Except they are also eating it raw. Like they are eating raw brains. That's like zombies in Plant versus Zombies. Like they're just eating raw brains. Like that's just not normal. So like that's what radicalization kind of looks like. Like extremists, because like they just think that masculinity is the answer. So they just go to the extreme. They think that becoming fully masculine is gonna solve their problems. So like they just start doing the most masculine thing they can think about, which is just eating raw meat, which is just so bad. Like what the fuck? Anyways, that's the badge. Okay, gonna get the cup. Straw. Do that. But yeah, I hope I can write a script about this. I feel like when I'm just talking like this, I'm not really able to say everything I want to say, to like organize my ideas too well. Okay, let's change the shade a little bit, like that. But yeah, today is like day 369, which is insane. Like that's such a good number.
Have you read the Yuri Mango?
Uh,
Zarathos posted.
the Yuri manga Zarathos posted. I have not. I have not read it. Like on Discord, because I don't remember he said anything about it. But no, I have not read. I did not even check Discord because I was too busy with the exam preparation. Oh, you're gonna give it a look tonight. Yeah, for sure. Go take a
I've
look.
heard about it.
Although
Going
I'm
to give
not
it a
really
look
into
tonight.
Yuri stuff. Like Yuri is kind of weird for me.
I have just found an end portal gateway
Because
to
like
main
you got a
island,
lot of people
but I
who read
haven't beat the
Yuris
dragon.
who are guys, but that's just strange.
I need to stay focused.
Okay, I need to stay focused. Focusing on what? Aku, you found the end portal gateway to the main island. Oh lol. Yeah, maybe you should
I've run out of
beat
stuff
the
to read.
dragon.
Face fuchsia poop shape.
Onigi, you run out of stuff to read. Damn. Well, have a good read then. Have fun with your read. Yeah, I don't like Yuri that are like because they're like too innocent, and that's not how. Like they have all this flower and shit in Yuri mangas, like they just draw girls with flowers, and I don't like that because I kind of know that girls are just massive freaks. Like
We have all this flowers and shit.
Gaia, you not read enough.
You have not
Yeah,
read
maybe I
enough
have not
Mankekwa.
read enough. I only seen the surface level shit.
I have to show the dragon who the true king of the skies
I mean, like
is.
the kind of stereotype I have of Yuri couple with flower. Like
So I need
that's
the
kind of the
elytra.
stereotype I have about Yuri couples. It's like this very pure couple, and I just can't. This is just not realistic because I know for a fact that like girls are massive freaks. Like if you ever read like erotica for women, you would know how much of a freak they are. So like this is just not realistic. Like I don't believe this. Like what the hell? There's no way. Like you just really it's just like too much of a stretch.
Will not confirm nor deny this.
So okay, I will not confirm nor deny. Oh well. But yeah, like I just read about a chapter of one of the freakiest erotica for women lately. It was about like an 70 years old grandma who is basically like a slut, and she just like on the first chapter she just had sex with two 20 years old gangsters. Like yeah, 20 years old male gangsters, and who have like tattoos on their bodies. And that was very degenerate. So yeah, Nigiri Gilf. And you know
Gilf.
exactly the type of people who are gonna read this. It's like old women, like horny old women are gonna read this kind of erotica. Yeah, Gilf. Grandmas. So yeah, it's freaky as hell. And so like I just know too much about this. Like I have too much knowledge. like my brain is too big. It's filled with knowledge about porn for women. So like Yuri is just not Yuri is just like
I have too much
not
knowledge.
enough for me anymore. I have too much knowledge. Yeah.
Our brains are thinking.
Yeah, it's like not intellectual. Not intellectually stimulating enough for me. Because it's like too detached from reality. Although I'm not sure how real these erotic novels are. But yeah. That's it for this one. All right. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching. Well, Aku, I hope you find the elytra before you kill the dragon. So yeah. Oh my god, no, Gura. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm done for
Face
today.
purple crying. Nuo, I got here
Actually,
by the
Gura,
end.
you missed me talking about the erotica. So maybe you're lucky, or maybe you are unlucky because you missed it. But yeah, see you, Aku, Gaia, Gura, and Onigiri. Bye bye. Yeah, hope you find
First, I need to find an
the
end
end
city
city
with a
with a
ship.
ship. Yeah, bye bye. Good luck.